Hipfig Travel Channel offers DIY travel video guides for more than 25 cities in Asia, US, and Canada. If you like this video, then subscribe, give us a thumbs up, or a comment. Welcome to Hipfig's Travel Guide series on Seattle, Washington State, USA. We're really excited to share our gorgeous hometown with you through Hipfig's video guide series on Seattle. In this video, we'll be sharing our experiences with the Hiram M Chittenden Locks, or more commonly known locally as the Ballard Locks. In this Ballard Locks guide, we'll be sharing how to get to Ballard Locks, things to do at Ballard Locks, and useful tips for travelers to Ballard Locks. The Hiram M Chittenden Locks, or Ballard Locks, is a channel whereby ships can pass through to go from seawater to freshwater or vice versa. It's located in the charming city of Ballard at the west end of Salmon Bay. This is a must-do if you're visiting Seattle in the summer months. The easiest way to get to the Ballard Locks is by taxi or app-based ride shares like Uber, Wings, or Lyft. If you're driving, Ballard Locks is located at 3015 Northwest 54th Street. The Ballard Locks can be accessed from the north side of the Ship Canal off of Northwest 54th Street. City of Seattle meter parking is available at the north main entrance gate. Parking is paid by a vending machine, and it can be difficult to find parking at the Ballard Locks main parking area, especially during peak times in the summer. Here's a parking tip. Free unlimited parking is available in the neighborhoods on the north and south sides of the Locks main entrance. Sunday parking is free in the main parking lot as well. If you're taking a public metro bus from downtown, the fastest routes will be to catch Route 28 and then transfer to Route 44 and then get off at stop number 29660, which is the Northwest Market Street and 8th Avenue Northwest going westbound, or you can stop at stop 18085 at 32nd Avenue Northwest and Northwest Market Street going from southbound. Once you get off your stop, walk south on 32nd Avenue Northwest and then turn left on 54th Street, and it'll be about one block east on Northwest 54th Street. Check on the Metro Trip Planner website for more options. The link is available at hipfig.com. Admission to the Ballard Locks is free. Visiting hours for the locks and gardens are from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. all year round, daily. When you first enter the gates of the Ballard Locks, you'll be enticed by the beautiful park-like setting of the grounds and garden. The 7 acres of gardens and grounds at the Ballard Locks are called the Carl S. English Jr. Botanical Garden. You'll see visitors enjoying the grassy lawns and picnicking under the shady trees. There are often special events including live music and other events throughout the summer. The first main building you'll encounter to the left is the Visitor Center. The Ballard Locks Visitor Center is open from May 1st to September 30th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, and from October 1st to April 30th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday through Monday. There is a free 1-hour tour offered at the Visitor Center. Contact the Visitor Center at 206-783-7059 to reserve your place, or check with them when you arrive. As you continue up the pathway past the Visitor Center, on the left-hand side, you'll see the Botanical Garden and Rose Garden, and if you continue straight forward, you'll go into and meet the Ballard Locks. What are locks, you ask? Well, this is not the locks that you put on your bagel for sure. It's actually a system used for raising and lowering boats between waterways of different levels, and in this case, connecting Lake Union, which is freshwater, and the Salmon Bay and Puget Sound, which is a saltwater and part of the Washington Ship Canal. The locks are made up of small locks and large locks. The Ballard Locks are made up of small locks and large locks and is operated by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. There are narrow bridges which allow you to cross over from one lock to another, and as you continue, you'll be fascinated as you watch the water level rise and lower as the boats line up to cross the locks. It's really interesting and fun as you see all sorts of boats, from small cruise boats to yachts, anchor and float up and down by the sheer power of water. Most people in Seattle are pretty friendly, so wave to the people on the boat and they'll wave back to you. Please be warned that as you watch, there is no shade in this area, so come prepared. You'll also be entertained as you see the occasional seal feeding as they chase jumping salmon across the locks. The smaller locks are closed for 2 weeks starting March 6th or 7th, and the large locks are closed 2 to 3 weeks starting November 6th to 7th for maintenance. For your information, bottled water is sold in the visitor center, but food is not usually sold inside the gates of the locks. However, you can bring food in. There are also a lot of cruise companies that offer Ballard Lock cruises so that you can experience going through the Ballard Locks yourself. For your convenience, there are links to these Ballard Lock cruise tours on Hipfig.com. As you watch the boats come into the locks, watch for the lockmaster as he shouts out instructions to the boat captains. The lockmaster tells the boat captains where to moor based on safety, staffing, and use of space. The lockmaster wants to keep the locks as full as possible, so you may see boats rafted up with another boat or two. Boats will tie up to the bollards, aka the floats that move up with the boats in the small locks. Everybody on the boats and the lockmaster are alert to avoid damage and collision. When the water level is raised or lowered to the proper level, the boats are directed out one by one. Continue across the bridges to the Salmon Ladder and watch and wonder through the windows in the fish viewing area. Here you see giant salmon making their way up the ladder to return to their lakes and streams where they were born to spawn and repeat the life cycle. The best seasons for viewing the mature salmon making their way back to their spawning grounds are for Chinook and king salmon, July through mid-October. The peak times are the last 2 weeks of August. Then you have coho and silver salmon. The best times for them are August through mid-October, and the peak times for them are the last 2 weeks of September. Then you have sockeye and red salmon, which run June through mid-October and peak about in July. The fish ladder viewing area is open from 7 a.m. to 8:45 p.m. year-round. For your information, once you're done with the locks, you can go to the free concerts, which start at 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays from May through September. See their events page for more details or look for the link at Hipfig.com. Ballard Locks is a wonderful place to spend a few hours or a whole day and a unique Seattle attraction. Happy travels! Go to Hipfig.com for more information or go to our Hipfig travel channel on YouTube and be sure to subscribe for regular updates.